Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey, what's going on everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber guys, and welcome back to another customization video. Okay guys, so I kind of got a few ideas of what I'm going to do with the spawn on throne. So, before we even get to the customization, I'm going to explain to you what I'm going to do and how I'm going to customize the spawn to my liking. Now, as far as the base is concerned, I'm not really going to touch the base. It is what it is. If you guys want to see a really cool customization of this base throne, go over to Custom Comics, check out his channel, check out his review on this throne. He did an amazing job with this throne, coloring in all the details. Me, I don't really care because he's pretty much on the throne. You're not going to see most of this stuff anyways. So I'm just going to focus on Spawn himself. Now, if you guys been watching my channel, you guys know that I made a cape from a previous figure when I did my customization of Commando Spawn. I don't know what the hell I did with that figure, somewhere around here. So yeah, I'm using this cape right here I cut off the collar pieces right here, and then I was able to put this over this right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this peg because I don't really need it, because when I throw this cape on this spawn right here, it's going to act, you know, I'm going to put this cape over this cape, so this way he'll have this cape. If you guys saw my last review, and I cut the pieces right here from the spawn cape, so this way when he sits down on the throne, he has no problem sitting down on the throne. So, and then what I'm going to do with that, when I get rid of this peg piece, I'm going to glue it on here, and he's going to have a cape right there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give him a weapon as well on the throne. I feel like this weapon right here from a Doom figure, Doom Slayer figure, will go very well with this spawn. I'm going to cut some pieces right here to break up this chain, because I don't like these chain links sticking together. And also, this is going to be a hamburger head review as well, customization. So I got this head sculpt right here is from Darkman. Obviously, if you guys are familiar with Darkman, this is one of the head sculpts that came with Soto Toys. So essentially what I'm going to do with this guy is I'm just going to kind of darken up the spots on him, cover up this piece right here, and also I'm going to give him some green eyes. I'm going to see how he looks with that as well. So that's going to be my last customization. The first thing I'm going to work on first is the cape. So, simple thing to do is being that I don't need this peg, because obviously the peg pegs into his back. I'm not going to peg it into his back because obviously it's going to be glued onto this cape and he's not going to need it. So, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some fingernail clippers and clip this mofo off. Possibly some toenail clippers, probably work better. Or you can cut it off, depends on how you want it to be done. But we'll jump forward to the process and I'll show you how he looks with the finished product. Okay guys, so I got rid of the peg right there, and then I cut off the chain. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slip this cape right here, up underneath here. But first, I'm going to put some glue on it, so when I put the cape underneath there, this is how it's going to look right there. So you want to, before you do that, apply some glue right here. What I'm going to use is Gorilla Glue. And I'm going to stuff this cape up in here, and then like that, so it'll look like that. So when you put this over him, this is what it'll look like. Alright, so let's get to the gluing process. Okay guys, so while the gluing process is taking place, what I plan to do now is I have three paints. So I have black, I have like a burgundy, and I have a green. So the black and the burgundy is going to cover up his face and maybe get rid of some of this shine on here. And then the green is going to be for his eyes, for Spawn's eyes. I don't know how well this is going to turn out. I'm all kind of, I'm just doing it right now as we speak. So hopefully this turns out really great. I'm thinking about removing his nose because Spawn doesn't have a nose. So I'm thinking about removing his nose. I might clip off his nose like that just to get rid of it, see how it looks. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so I painted the head. It's drying at the moment, so we'll save that towards the end. So next thing I'm going to do right now is this chain right here. I don't like how these chains are connected, so I'm going to go ahead and clip. These chains and disconnect them. So I wanted to do that. Connect these, disconnect them, because I don't like how it looks. It looks kind of clunky, you know what I mean? So I cut that chain right there, and then I'm going to cut this chain right here as well. Just because I feel like it's just a little bit too much. And this chain is a little bit bulky and a little bit too big. But for what it is, I'm just going to leave it. Because I don't feel like replacing the chains. So that, I cut that right there. Let's see, cut that. And then I cut to that because I want this to be a little bit more open like that. And then the back, let's see how well. Yeah, these chains are actually not that bad. You could probably tear that apart, rip it apart if you wanted to. Yep, you could rip that apart, rip the chains apart. And just to open it up just a little bit more, you know what I mean? To where they don't look that attached. Probably cut this right here. There we go. So yeah, there's the chains right there. And I'm going to cut off some pieces right here too, because that looks kind of messed up. So let's wait for the cape to dry a little bit more, the head sculpt, and then this is a very simple custom. I'm thinking about, you know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm thinking about maybe throwing some red paint on here just to add, like, for some blood or something, you know, to give it like a bloody effect. What do you guys think? Because it does look a little bit too plain and too simple, but I don't want to over-exaggerate it, so I'm thinking about maybe throwing some red paint on it. Not really for sure. So stay tuned for the final product, guys, and I'll give you a taste and a touch of what the final product looks like. Okay guys, so we are back. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do now, I decided to customize the throne. So one thing I'm going to do, this kind of gave me an idea. So as you guys know, I'm an artist. So if you guys watch my channel, you guys know that I designed this skull right here, right? So I'm thinking about doing like a lava throne. So I'm thinking about making something similar to my skull right here and turn it into this throne, because I feel it's a little bit too bland, you know what I mean? And being that I have the original Spawn on throne, I wanted to do something new, something different, something that you haven't seen before. So I kind of want to make a lava effect for this throne. So that's kind of what I'm gonna do. So I got some black paint and some red paint right there, and orange paint, and I kind of want to make it like it's a lava throne. I want to make it look like really psychedelic. As you guys know, I love doing that kind of stuff, and I just kind of want to add something to this throne. I just kind of want to add my own personal touch to it. So that's what I plan on doing. Stay tuned. I'll give you guys, I'm going to do this right now, so I'll give you guys an update halfway through. Okay guys, so here's how the throne is looking. So I'm going to throw on some scarlet red right here. And so this will kind of give it like a, it's gonna look kind of look like lava, and at the same time kind of blood as well. So see, the red is going to make it really pop. So I'm just kind of dripping it on there, and put it on the throne right there. So, and then I'm going to blend it with the rest of the colors, like so, make it go up there, like so, and then have that. And you still see, guys, I'm still keeping the you're still seeing some of the texture, right? So I'm just kind of dripping it on there like so. Let that drip on there like so. Moving it up, moving on up to the east side. Finally got a piece of the pie. And then throw some red on there like that. Red on there like that. As Bob Ross would say, don't be afraid to get crazy. Did you ever think you would watch a action figure customization video and hear a Bob Ross quote? Well, now you did. Shut up, cat! I already fed you. And then we'll put that down there. We'll put some of this down here. And then one thing I'm thinking about doing, being that in the immortal words of Bob Ross, I'm gonna say, you know what? Let's get a little crazy, huh? Let's get a little crazy. So there's the kind of like the blood lava shit on the spine right there as well. Let that drip like so. And so what I'm thinking about doing, just to make it pop a little bit more, being that Spawn's blood is green, let's go crazy. Why not, right? Let's throw some green on this mofo. Let's shake it up. Let's shake it up. Shake it up. Remember that song, Shake It Up, from the 80s? Probably not. Let's throw some green on it. Why not? Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy. Some say it's a mess. Others would say it's a masterpiece. It's art. To each its own, right? Let's get some of that green slime right there. Right there. Let's turn it around. You know what? Let's get some of this green on the chair right here. Why not? Then come around here. Let's go crazy. You can't really mess this thing up because it's kind of a mess anyways, right? So, put some more green right here. Let that baby drip. Drip, drip. Drip, drip, drip. As the rappers would say, drip, drip. Throw some green on there just to highlight some of the texture on there as well. Let's shade it in. Or as Bob Ross would say, go crazy. Let's just do a little quick dry brushing over all of this right here. Just to add some, just to highlight some of these pieces, these dark pieces right here. Like there's like blood and shit going on, you know what I mean? There we go. Highlight some of that right there. And highlight some of that. Put some red on there, like there's blood and guts and shit. Get the top part, sorry. Alright guys, let's get some of the red on this cape. Why not? Some blood red on this cape. Alright, so while that's drying, I'm going to, here's the cape right here. So the cape is finished drying. It's glued. It has some glue right there. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to add some red paint detailing to this cape. I want to cover up this glue right here as well. And I want to add some black as well to kind of blend the cape together, to blend it together, because to blend the top and the bottom piece together. That's what I was trying to say. So let's get some red paint going right there. and then some black paint, and I'm just gonna go crazy with this one, man. This is an art piece right here. You know what I'm talking about? So let's get some red and some black, and then we're gonna sprinkle, man. You know that song? What's that? E40. Sprinkling, sprinkle, man. Let's just go crazy. Let's go crazy. Get rid of that white. Actually, that's too much black. Let's put a little bit more red up in there, because Spawn's cape is freaking red as hell. So let's add some red highlights to that. Being that there's already black on there, let's just go crazy. In the immortal words of Prince, let's go crazy. Let's go. Let's go crazy. Why not? There we go. Give it some nice little effects right there. Yeah. Get rid of some of that black. I put too much black on there, but nonetheless, it'll work. I think I've quoted, what, about 4 or 5 people already? And yeah, Spawn's cape is really dynamic, so let's just throw some red on that bitch. Make it pop. Make it pop. Make it pop and then drop it like it's hot. To quote the immortal Snoop Dogg. Why not? I'm quoting a bunch of people right now. We're gonna drop it like it's hot. Yeah, there we go. Who was that song? Pop, lock, and drop it. Pop, lock, and drop. Who did that song? Pop, lock, and drop it. I think I should become a rapper. Nice! Nice! I put too much black there. I want to try to get some of that black out of there. Okay, and then we're going to go to the front as well, and I want to add some of that same paint. I don't know how well you guys are seeing me, but I'm trying to do my best to try to capture all this goodness in here. So throw some red paint on there. Why not? Let's just go crazy. Why not, man? Throw all this shit on here. Boom, 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 shakalaka. Remember back in the day, was an NBA Jam? I don't know if you guys remember playing that. Maybe you guys might be a little bit too young. The basketball player would go up for a dunk. Boom shakalaka. Okay. I'm gonna let all this dry, guys. We'll come back. We'll come back in about, I don't know, maybe an hour from now, and then I'll show you the final product of everything. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, everything is done. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with the chair, the throne, and then I'll show you guys the finished product of the hamburger head Spawn right there. Alright, so here's the throne. It's still drying. It's still in the middle of the process of drying, but I'm going to go in close for the detail. So I kind of, being that the throne was already kind of a mess, just threw some paint on it. Threw some red and green, kind of like Spawn's like necro blood right there. Some orange on it as well. Just wanted to make it more, I just wanted to bring out a little bit more detail to it, you know what I mean? I just wanted to go crazy, make like an abstract piece to it. There's the back of it right there. Still drying in the process. I just wanted to go crazy, but at the same time, I didn't want to get rid of a lot of the detail. Still wanted to keep it on there, but at the same time, just wanted to add some paint to it. It was already a mess. It was already like a heap of garbage. So I just wanted to make that garbage a little bit more colorful. So still, there's the cape right there. There's the throne. There's the detail right there for the throne. And I wanted to make it as messy as possible, but also as artistic as possible too. You know what I mean? I didn't want to cover up a lot of the detail. I just wanted to add some paint where the paint needed to be added, splotch on some paint. And that's pretty much it. Just wanted to kind of do my own little thing, my own little touch. And there is the throne right there. Let's check out the spawn, hamburger head spawn, and I'll show you guys what I did. So, if you guys watched my previous channel or previous video of this hamburger head. So let's start at the hamburger head. So what I did with this guy, I used this from Darkman right here. The Darkman head sculpt. I chopped off his nose, got rid of his ears. Just kind of threw on some like messy paint right there. I gave him the Doom gun right there. Then there's that piece, and then here's the cape right here. Kind of dirty and messy. And I super glued the top to the other piece right there, so this way he can sit down on his throne. Of course he can't sit down right now because so the paint is wet right now. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do right there. The head turned out pretty decent, man. Pretty decent. You guys, I'll show you guys some of the detail. Just added some green to his eyes. Guys, I'm trying to give you guys a closer look of his head. If my camera can focus, you piece of crap. Focus. Focus. Or over here. Over here. Hold on. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted to show you. So, and if you don't want the hamburger head, you can always switch it off. So here is Spawn with his regular head sculpt. Right there. And then there you guys have it. So I just kind of wanted to add my own little special touch to it, guys. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't see my last video when I did the Spawn throne comparison, like I said, I cut the sleeves into his cape right here. This is from the Mortal Kombat Spawn right there that I used because I cut the cape off, so I had to make a commando Spawn. So this commando Spawn right here, this is where I got the cape at right here for this guy, for the Mortal Kombat Spawn. So I didn't need him because I didn't want my commando Spawn to have a cape. So I just cut the sleeves right there in the cape, and then you can sit him on the throne, no problem. Except that's a little wet, so I'm not going to put him on the throne yet. So there you guys have it. There was my little customization, my own little crazy kit bash. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section, guys. We'll go ahead and leave it at that. I just want to thank you guys for watching in. I'll catch you in the next review. Peace out.